Hey everybody, welcome to Half Beard Suds Heads Up. Today we're checking out the Perils of Man by IF Games and Vertigo Games. It's an adventure game of a pretty classic design, and I don't necessarily mean that in a positive way, but it's got some cool ideas and it's got a cool art style, so we're going to check it out. It's actually got some classic LucasArts talent on it too. Guys who worked on The Dig and in the Indiana Jones games. Bill Tiller, I think is the dude's name. And they've put some work here. So here we are. This is Anna Eberling. She's the latest in a long line of scientists known as the Eberlings, who lived in this big ass mansion and did science stuff. We'll go walk to their mansion and show off stuff. And her dad went missing. He disappeared years ago. So we gotta find what happened to him, because just on our 16th birthday we got this magic vial here, and we need to figure out how to do cool stuff with it. And to do that, I've already had to do a whole bunch of nonsense. I had to make this diorama work. I had to go make my mom cold, and my mom is a ridiculous woman who sounds like a character from Downton Abbey. And just all sorts of nonsense. Let's go talk to my mom real quick. Say hello to her. Just to show you her ridiculous voice act. Let's talk to my mom about my mom. What about visiting your family?
What about visiting your family? Don't you miss all those society parties?
Not really. Your father was always the most interesting person in the room.
This voice actor she's kind of chill right now, but when she gets really into it, she's a full-on British character actor. It's insane. Anyways, so that's that. Walk through this big mansion. The initial plot, it starts off real slow. It takes a... Come on, god damn it. No, game. What are you doing? This is the other thing. I have the biggest pain in the ass getting into new rooms. She's just outside the door. I get it. Come on. Come on. Okay, god damn it. See if this will work. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna de-screw us? Yeah, there we go. Reset the game. Yeah, I've noticed some bugs here and there for animation and for stuff like that, and just, like, moving from environment to environment is not good. So, the way you know you're changing environments is when you put your mouse cursor over something, the gears spin. That's not explained anywhere. I saw that on the forums. That feels like something they maybe should have explained. But it's also not great, because it does the same thing that everything else does, where you only notice you're on something when it highlights with a title at the top. You don't know where everything is. There's no highlight button. Just a simple little button that goes, you press space, and then the big shine goes out over the screen, and everything that's interactable gives you a little shine sparkle. That's all you needed to do. It doesn't do that. It's a real bummer. It doesn't do that. And for these moving to different areas, it could be as simple as just put a little arrow there that says, hey, go to cave. And then when you click on it, you just get teleported to the cave. Rather than even having to do the animation, just do that. And then it wouldn't break. Then it wouldn't be stuck on walls. Then you would have this issue of the character model being outside of the environment. Like, none of these things would happen. These are all things modern adventure games have done, and it's made them significantly better. And this game's just like, no, that's dumb. So yeah, that's a thing. So let's see. We gotta do some stuff here. We gotta fill up this purple vial with gold to make a coin, to make a key, a gold coin key thing. So put this in there. Well, yeah, no, to combine things, I gotta put them here. I can't just drag them to each other. That would be sensible.
They fit perfectly, ready to melt.
Lovely. This goes up here, and I'm going to combine this once more with the crucible.
Okay, we are ready to melt the gold.
Alright, so now let's take this, put it over a Bunsen burner, which realistically would not be hot enough. Look at how this is broken, where, like, items are overlapping on one another. That looks great. I can't actually access the thing they want me to access. I have to move that first and then do this. That's bad. That's poorly done. Okay.
The burner's not there.
Turn on the burner. God damn it. And now it's working, kind of. That flame wouldn't be hot enough to melt those coins.
Carefully.
But
Done.
whatever.
Now let's pour out the molten gold before it cools.
And that. Into that.
Perfect. I'll use the tongs again and pour it in. Just
Yep.
give it a bit to cool down, and I think I've done it.
I've made a key. Aren't I special? Put this in there. And this in there. Let me remind you, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get all this stuff worked out in the first place. So I've made a key. Good for me. go downstairs. And there's also hints. I can press hints every now and again,
My objective
and she'll tell me
here
up
is to
stuff.
pour hot
This
metal
bugs me
into the
because
glass and make
the game
tea.
will give you hints for stuff you've already done, and it will also give you hints for things you haven't done yet. So, like, before I had those gold coins, I had no clue where to find them. I had to look up on the forums where to find them. So when I clicked it, it got up to as far as I need to make this key, and then it's just like, oh, I know. It must be made of gold. I found those gold coins outside. I'll just use those. It doesn't ever say where to find the gold coins. It doesn't know where the gold coins could be found outside. Just, I found these gold coins. It actually doesn't even say outside. It just says, these gold coins I found. It doesn't know where you can find the coins. Doesn't know that there's even is coins. The coins are not obvious. They're not like an item in the world. You have to click on the fountain outside to find it. It's just, there's writing problems here. There's a distinct issue of foreshadowing, and I'm getting angry about things I'm not even showing because I've already had to sort through them, but still. Also, there's this puzzle's dumb. We gotta make our mascot character. Here he is. This bird thing. And we have all the parts for the bird guy. You'd think I could just put them on as you wanted, right? Just like, put this leg on. Yeah, that's great. No. I have to make this key first.
The key fits. I'll wind it up.
Great.
Nothing.
Well, I better put the parts on
He's
then.
missing some parts. Maybe I just need to put them back together. That's
got
how
that.
You do it.
Uh-huh. And it's making me do it one piece at a time, which is dumb. Put that in there.
Phew.
Okay. And now I need to put in... This is the entirety of his mechanism. It is a spring with a laser attached. Yeah, well, I don't know why it puts it on the ground here, so it can then put it in there. It goes in there. Put it in. Well, there's left leg hole. There we go. Left leg hole.
Good.
Right leg hole.
Nice.
I made the robot bird. Good for me. Okay, go. Wait, why did that animation just reset? Oh, those eyes don't look good at all. Some of these textures aren't great. This was originally an iOS game, apparently. And you can kind of tell. Also, these cutscenes look terrible. They clearly were not designed for 1080. They've been blown up to 1080, and as a result, they look terribly compressed. They do not look as good as the actual, like, gameplay, which looks decent. There's a cool art style going on here, and there's a nice sharpness to the models.
Sorry, Darwin, I'm not Thomas.
Well then, good morning, not Thomas.
Bad joke.
Would you like to put on your risk atlas?
Thomas
So this is the cool thing about this game, the thing I haven't seen yet, but that I've been really excited to see. The cool thing about what makes this game, like, unique, and that is the fact that it's about time travel and risk assessment.
Find out what that is.
Activating bird's opening sequence.
So let's see. He's gonna go do stuff.
Opening, not Thomas.
What are you doing, man? Oh, he wants me to do chess.
It looks like an unfinished game.
Okay, well, do the chess. That's what he wants.
Causality azimuth. Maybe Thomas didn't have any. Maybe causality
Okay,
azimuth.
he directs me over here, and then like nothing.
Maybe Thomas didn't have any friends.
Oh my
to play
god. Bird's opening. Put it on this.
with. Yes.
How did I even know that that's what?
I just need to
Like,
know
why is that
which
an item?
pieces
Like,
to
just
move
let me
when
click
there's
on the
a-
chessboard. That should be good
Hopefully
enough.
someone wrote it down.
Okay, I got to look at all these notes. Figure out what the hell a bird's opening is.
74.
I don't
Working
think it's
from
in
my
there.
father's specimens, I have determined conclusively that the onyx and amethyst
This is
crystals
dumb.
are
When I
most
click off that
effective
note, this
for risk
dialogue keeps going. Why? I meant to click through the dialogue. That's what I wanted to do,
topaz
but no.
crystals are unique in their ability
No,
to
that would be sensible.
Woodworking tools.
Okay. I don't know what a bird's opening is. So, do I still have the item? Yes. Silly as it is. Let's go up to the library. Because maybe the library will have a book on chess or something. That seems like an idea. Or it could be on one of these stupid notes that's around. So yeah, what we're trying to do is get to the part where she starts traveling through time to chase after her dad, and you go through like a bunch of parts of history and prevent disasters in history, or we might do those by using these special goggles that allow you to see every risk that could be associated with every action. And that sounds cool. The problem is, wow, if it's as unintuitive as just walking around this house, you're gonna have some problems. So I'm gonna use this with...
Darwin mentioned birds
Get
opening.
over here. use this with
Darwin mentioned
this,
birds
with-
opening.
the bookcase. Use it with the bookcase. Oh, there it is.
A book on chess.
Look at me
This
figuring
might
things
have
out.
something.
Great,
Birds
bird.
opening.
White pawn to
White
F4.
pawn
Got
to
it.
F4.
Get the hell downstairs. This could move way faster. Watch that loading screen again. Like, I like adventure games. I'm ragging on this game a lot. And I don't mind adventure games, but there's modernizations in terms of some basic foreshadowing, some basic flow, just giving the player a bit more knowledge as to what's usable. The puzzle should be, how do I make this work, not what the hell is there to do. Not how do I find the things. It's the problem here. Anyways, yo, here's this chessboard. I've made this work.
Let me reset the board here. White pawn to F4.
And then the door will open.
A hidden drawer just
Look at that.
I hope it's not full of spiders.
That's not much of a
Let's
joke.
see. Some bulky sunglasses. And another one of those mazers.
Mazers are lasers. Mazers are the right name for lasers. If you don't know what a mazer is, that must be very complicated. And very confusing. Anyways, she found crazy sunglasses, which is important because her dad was always wearing sunglasses.
Edgar, is that you?
My name is Anna, Darwin.
My name is Thomas Avery.
Also, my great-grandpa's ghost is in this thing.
Because you're talking through him.
Darwin, after all these years, my word.
I don't know how this is working, or why it's just... This seems to come out of nowhere.
Anna Ebeling. And if you're really Thomas Ebeling, then I'm your great-great-great-granddaughter.
She really did not need to count that off. They live in a big house that was kind of funded by him. That's just something she should know. She really didn't need to count off the greats. So pick up the sunglasses. Pick up the sunglasses, or put them on? I've got them. Risk Atlas without Mazer. Combined with Mazer.
Where do you think I should
There we
use
go.
this?
Put them on your face! Put them on your face, mates!
Bulky goggles with a mazer. We
Hint
have books
button.
in the study that cover. I don't have
Okay.
any ideas right now.
Use them with yourself. Use them with Darwin.
Not a great idea.
So I've made this thing, and they're like, well, we could tell you how it works, but how about instead you bum around like an idiot for a while? Get upstairs. I've also got this stupid bird thing following me now. I know, I gotta use it with the book that has nothing in it. So this bugs me a lot. When you first click on this book, she's like, it's a book with no pages, with nothing on the pages. She doesn't actually open the book. She has no clue it's on those pages. Use it with the book.
I see words.
Ah, I can see magic
Out
notes
of the
now.
Aladon Theatre, London, 1873.
Let's, come on, redeem this game for me. I'm pissed off, and I'd like to not be pissed off. Great, so I know a thing now.
Assessment of damage done by fire and by smoke. What is this?
Weird. What am I doing?
Electromagnetism exhibit goes awry. 100 stars.
I click on the book and it makes lines. Woo! 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 Alright, let's go outside then. And use our stupid goggles on the... Get out. Go! Why can't I access it anymore? Oh my god. Don't just take away things, game! My god!
I know there are more perils to life than this.
Do I have to find other perils? Okay. Oh, I see. This is a mechanic you could have explained, you know, like, at all. No. I have no clue how this works. They've not explained this in the least. Meridian 45. Okay. So I know degrees, so 155. Azimuth. I can't tell if that's actually trying to help me here or not. Oh my god, what am I doing with this? This does not control well at all. What am I doing here? Oh, there it is. There it is. Go, I guess.
Excellent knot, Thomas.
That's gonna get annoying real quick. Okay. Traveling through time. There we go. Figured it out. God damn it. In this not great looking cutscene. That is, a very classic time travel effect right there. Oh no, this really basic low poly theater is on fire. So we need to figure out what the deal is. You better not lose those. Those are important.
This must be the theater I saw in the book. The Aladon. Wait. Does that also mean I'm in the year 1873?
Assumedly.
Temporal transposition, not Thomas.
It's called time
I don't
travel.
know what that means, but it definitely doesn't sound
It
good.
means time travel. And there will be another one of my guys. Oh, that's Galvani.
It looks like the electromagnetism exhibit the bookman.
Assumedly.
That means this place is going to burn.
He
down
used to
soon.
jam like electrodes into
My
corpses
father
and make them
was a
dance on
singer in
stage for
the
people.
theater, but
Because people didn't have a lot of things to do before television. Oh. Our bird's broken. Maybe.
Anna, are you there, child?
Is another going to be another one of my relatives talking to me through the bird?
Thomas? Thomas, can you hear me?
Okay. Talk about location. How do I get
How do I
back?
get back?
Chim. This is not good. That was not helpful.
I'm underneath the
What did the book?
fire.
Not to by mistake. Yeah. I love it whenever he says anything useful.
Here's
It's
my-
not.
The book was open to.
The book wasn't over this page because it wasn't open.
Tell
Damn
me,
it.
I'll.
Okay.
I
This is.
think I'm in.
Anna.
You're fading. I'm losing.
Change has consequences.
Okay. Talk about temporal transposition. What is temporal
What Darwin
transposition?
warned me about.
Bavarian crystal.
Do you mean this is getting
Yeah.
who?
So what was I saying about this game? I was saying that I don't like it, and I still kind of don't like it. What? Oh yeah. So Edgar is his son, who's like a bad guy. I think. Can he help me?
Stay away from him. He brought me here, then took my risk atlas, so I would.
Where is?
I'm in an asylum outside Zurich.
In the year 2033. All right. So that's not useful.
Thomas,
So basically, her family's having
Thomas?
time wars for no good reason. Let's look at this closed barrel.
An oak barrel with a lid.
Well,
It's
open it then.
An oak barrel with a lid. It's too heavy to move.
Okay. So this is the other thing I can do. I can click on this.
Wow.
And now I can first person, and I can see all the
Just for a second,
things.
the
I can see
fumes
that
from
there's a
that
risk
barrel
associated
are
with this.
intense, like oil. And it's full of some colorless liquid.
It's probably bad.
Full of some
Okay,
colorless
so how do I do stuff
liquid.
with it?
It smells like the fumes from that barrel are intense, like
Okay.
oil. And oil is highly flammable.
Well, I have no items. I can't kick it over. What do you want me to do? Let's use this wind machine.
No one will hear it over that racket upstairs. No one will hear it.
Then
over
do
the
it!
cottage.
Oh my god.
Little drum.
Like, she could have just kicked that thing over if that's what she's trying to do.
When the rocks inside start to tumble, it makes a sound like thunder.
Use a
Like
drum
from
on this
some old
barrel, because it's the
musical
only thing I can do. Okay, get it off of there. Drum on
If
barrel.
I filled the drum with paraffin, I'd have to dump it somewhere nearby, and it would still catch fire.
Yes, isn't that what we want?
It is good. The drum makes a good bucket. It's full of.
Do
some
I actually
colorless
I did
liquid.
not.
It
Give me a
smells
hint,
like
'cause there's not
the
much down
first
here.
thing I should do is activate this
I
risk
did
atlas.
that.
Have I checked under everything before I go?
Oh my
I
god.
don't have any ideas right now.
Oh my god.
Smells like it leads to the sewers. It's not big enough for me to escape
Okay.
through.
So they have continued to give us like
Not
no
that
information.
tall.
Disused closet. What are you talking
It
about?
doesn't
That
lead
is not a
anywhere.
closet.
It's just an empty closet.
There's nothing here. That's
It
just a
doesn't lead
wall.
anywhere. It's just an empty closet.
Oh my god. So this is what I'm talking about by foreshadowing. What am I supposed to do here in this small room with no elements? Oh, what's that? You're not going to tell me at all and just not let me really see what's around me? Thanks. Fantastic. So, using this, once again looking at stuff. The only thing we know is, hey, that
The
barrel's
fumes
sure
from
got
that
oil in
barrel
it.
are intense, like oil. And oil is highly flammable.
Yes, it is. Oh, I saw something that looked like it was new for a
Full of
second.
some colorless liquid.
No, never mind. I'm
Smells like
fairly
powders.
sure I've seen everything.
I see a scientist with a big mustache demonstrating a. It could be a giant battery.
Let's try pouring oil in the sewer.
If I
Because
filled the drum with paraffin, I'd have to dump
we'll
it
do it
somewhere nearby,
then.
and it
No, she won't do it. She's like, oh, I don't think that's worth doing. How about we use this drum on this empty barrel? Even though that doesn't make any sense.
It's closed.
We'll open it
Oak
then.
barrel with a lid.
It's not clearly
too
not
heavy to
hammered
move.
on.
No one will hear it over that racket
Oh my
upstairs.
god.
Smells like it leads to
Drum,
the
sewer grate.
No, sorry.
No, that would... Like... Just dumb. Okay. Can't stand... She's gonna... She can't stand on the drum. That would make sense. So I can't move any... I can't move anything. I've got this drum that does nothing. And there's sparks coming down. And I'm fairly sure I've seen everything, but there's really no way to know unless I pixel hunt the entire screen. God, it's memories of all the my worst fears of adventure games all over again.
It's paraffin.
Nothing. Prize bar. Hidden underneath this other
It's a
thing.
prize bar.
Fantastic.
Okay, I got to remember
Thanks.
not to smash
That's
everything.
bullshit. This is exactly why you give me a
Yeah, I
button
should
that
be able to
shows
get
me
the middle.
everything, cause my god. Look at this. Is it also
The fumes
oil?
from that barrel
No,
are
it's not
intense,
oil, so it's probably
like
something
oil.
useful.
And
What's in
oil
this
is
one?
highly
Click.
flammable.
Look, what's in this one? Click. Oh my god. No.
Solid oak lid.
Barrel lid. Put it on that. Oh.
It's
Apparently
full
didn't
of some
work.
Colorless liquid.
Use barrel lid with
Full
open
of
barrel.
some colorless liquid.
Oh my god, I'm not asking you to use. Oh.
It smells like
I'm not
candles.
happy with
Of
you.
salt.
There we go. I put it over there 3 times, but apparently no, that was not
Now
enough.
the electricity can't. There's no other way out of here.
So now the fire won't start.
It's too full of water to move.
Well, then I need to use this drum and
The
empty it.
drum's watertight. This is working.
Oh, Christ. This is just like pixel hunting and like basic mechanics not necessarily working, and there's a cool idea here,
I can move it now if I want.
but holy crap, is there not some massive problems with it? Now let's go up on this stage, because that's probably a good idea. Get up there. I can't imagine playing this on an iPad and not having the precision of a mouse. That sounds just awful. There's a balloon. Let's look at that balloon.
Helium balloon, my old friend.
Electromagnet.
Maxwell in. Oh wow, so big, so
Optical viewer.
beautiful gadget.
What is
Wish
this?
I had time to examine it. Ooh,
Hey, look, an
electric
eel.
eel. Why does
And a
it have
monkey.
this right turn here?
Look
That's
at
a
that
waste of
really
time.
poorly made monkey.
Okay,
Look at
quiet,
that's like
shh,
a
don't get me
PS1
arrested.
monkey. Oh my
This
god.
pipe must have a better use.
Okay, let's ignore the monkey. Look at this
I
electrified
think
globe.
it shows the escape velocity from Earth.
How would they know that in 1873? Go in this back office.
There's a sign on the door. Back in 30 minutes.
Okay. How about the skylight
There's
controls?
a crank marked skylight, and it's got a padlocked metal bar over it. I know this
Okay.
place is going to catch fire.
Go to the furnace. So I guess my goal now is to use my Risk Atlas, this thing,
These furnaces-
to
the water
stop
in these
all the
cisterns are
risk
lower than
elements.
usual.
So that's a thing.
Huge coal furnaces. They must heat the entire building.
Coal bin handle, coal wagon.
It moves coal from the chute to the furnace. That releases coal from the bin.
Now I'm curious, are these things highlighted? No. So
These furnaces
if
are
this thing
already
worked as like a
running
let's
hot.
highlight all the stuff button, that'd be great. But it doesn't do that because there's clearly a bunch of stuff that's not highlighted. It's just a here's everything that's kind of risky, maybe.
The pump seems to work, but the intake pipe is rusted out.
So this is
place must have
$10. It's on
flooded
Steam. I don't know if I really want to play much more of it.
recently. These cisterns
I really
hold
don't
water,
like the
probably
way
to
this
put out
moves,
fires.
basically. Like the flow here, the basic ideas of some of this, the gameplay flow is not good. The story is cool. I think the art style is not bad. But just, like, there's very simple, modernized adventure game stuff that it does not do. That it really should do. I don't care how old school you like your adventure games, but some of this stuff is
This wheel opens
ridiculous.
the gate, but it hasn't been. This wheel opens the gate, but
Okay,
it
we still have our
hasn't been
prize
used in a while.
bar. Use that then.
Perfect.
I've made water. Lovely. It's not high enough to get to the pipe yet, though. I think. Okay, I got it. I see it. Thank you. Oh, I've got to press back. Even though it put me there in a cutscene. Like, just... There's a lot of niggling issues with this that really bug me. Yes, deep
It's
water.
a longer drop than it looks.
Okay.
Who knows what's beneath the surface?
I can see the ground there, so I know what's beneath the surface. And there's water, and again, it puts us into that. Let's go back to the furnace room. look on this thing again. Siphon pump.
The pump seems to work, but the intake pipe is rusted out.
What? Use the prize bar on that then too. I don't know.
No way!
No, that would be a thing. Oh, of course that wasn't gonna work anyways. Anyways, what was I talking about? I've just been playing this game for a while. I don't... Get up there. God. Yeah, this is Perils of Man. It's... I don't know. I think if you like really old school adventure games, I guess it's for you. Like if you like the kind of games where they expect you to follow the designer's logic, even if it is completely illogical and makes no sense, I guess this is something you'll enjoy. But if you enjoy adventure games that have been modernized to some degree and actually take the time to try to work,
Ooh, great clothes.
this
We
is
don't get
just
anything
it
like this
just
in
doesn't
future
do it.
Switzerland.
Like I'm so done with this at this point.
Personal sauna. Way ahead of its time.
Okay. So yeah, as always, I've been Russ Halfbeard, and we're out of here. Later, guys.